Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have our last two games of the season. We're away against FC Köln, and then we play Dortmund. As you can see by the league table, we've had a little bit of a fall off. We're down in sixth place at the moment. It, it's a bit of a strange one. So in the messages at the moment, it's saying if we win this game, we qualify for the Conference League. I think seventh place is the Conference League at the moment, judging by the way the actual league has shaped up. Um, which in that case we've already qualified, but because the messages haven't come through to say that, we have to win to get that guaranteed European qualification. We're playing FC Köln and Dortmund, like I say. FC Köln currently holding a Champions League spot. Dortmund have guaranteed themselves second place. Um, if we beat Köln, we could still catch them. And obviously, we're 4 points behind Augsburg now as well. In terms of our recent matches, we drew 1-1 with Hertha Berlin after a 5-0 thrashing of Freiburg. We then lost 2-0 at home to Augsburg and drew 1-1 at home to Stuttgart. And these were the games that we struggled in earlier in the season as well. We lost against Augsburg, drew with Stuttgart, drew with FC Köln, and lost against Dortmund. It was these games that did us in earlier in the season. Hertha Berlin we battered last time round, but this time we only managed to draw. Um, and these are the sides that we're competing with for the European spots, of course. So the fact that we've done so badly against them is something that we need to improve on next season. We've lost twice against Augsburg. We've drawn twice against Stuttgart. We previously drew with FC Köln. Can we better it this time? We are away from home, though. It's not ideal. Um, and we go into today's game hoping that we can find a result. A draw isn't enough for the Champions League qualification, but I think that would be too much too soon for us. Just any European football next season for our first season of this year's Sunday League to Champions League in a European competition. I'm more than happy in Europa League or Europa Conference League, to be quite honest. We're not ready for the Champions League yet. Um, Romulo is going to come into the side at centre back as there is an injury to Aguero Baeth. Um, other than that, the side is pretty much as normal. Krejci is coming into the midfield with Kone and Katala. Eamon Carrot is dropped, and we're bringing Asensio in on the left-hand side. We missed some big chances against Stuttgart, and we were by far the better team. But again, we're hitting that stage against these sides where we're not converting our chances, and I'm praying that it's not going to cost us a place in Europe at the moment. If we can get a result today against our rivals, we are definitely in Europe next season. It's going to be an incredibly tough ask. FC Köln have had a fantastic season. Can we do it? Put the league table up there. Because as you can see, I mean, even if we beat FC Köln, we can't go ahead of them today. But if we win, we will guarantee our sixth place finish ahead of Leverkusen. Here is Buchmann for FC Köln into Jakic. Spread into the play to Jans Thielmann. Fran Garcia with the challenge. Couldn't keep possession though. And FC can continue to try and knock the ball around. And they're doing it very effectively, it has to be said. Here's Searsleben into Roth. And now Sosa. And there's going to be a chance created down that left-hand side for them. Harrison swings it in. Tielemans looking for Jorginho Rutter. And he did the damage against us in the 3-0 draw, to be honest. Tielemans and, oh, God, why is it all these big games we can see penalties as well? It happened at Karlsruhe and it's happening here as well. And we've conceded a penalty. It's Emerson who's had such a good season for us. He's conceded the penalty. Tielemans against Omlin. And Tielemans scores. Omlin has been... He's had a good season for us, but it is going to be his last season. He's not good enough, I don't think. He has made some big mistakes over the course of the season. And when it comes to things like penalties, he has been terrible. I know it's a lottery with penalties, but I've just got no confidence in him at all from that kind of situation. Jorginho into Sosa. Good interception from Kone. Now Chavlina. Krejci into Romulo. Space for Fran Garcia on this left-hand side. We very slowly working it out that way. Chiarodia into Catala. Now Fran Garcia finally gets the ball and lofts it over the top for Isma Asensio. And now Sidi Yatta, big chance, and he's hit the post. And we had a similar chance in the game against Stuttgart that we drew. Julius Alma did the same thing. He hit the post. We're not converting these important chances in these important games. We need more composure from our boys. We need to get this done. Buchmann into Rosas. And now Jorginho Ruta. Back to Lubicic. Rosas again. The fact that they're holding onto the ball so comfortably is a big concern here. I'm not feeling confident in this at all. And Ruta easily turning his man. Finding Thielmann. Now Lubicic. Jakic into Roth. Just so good on the ball, aren't they? We're not getting close to them here. And I fear the worst. Jakic into Harrison. They're finding the space. Harrison into the penalty area. Turns, finds Sosa into Roth. Into the penalty area. There's the second. It was coming. I could see it straight away as soon as they were knocking the ball about. And we're potentially throwing away our chance to be in a European competition. Do you want to close him down? No, obviously not. 3-0. Oh my word. This is not going to plan. And what on earth is going on? This is the worst performance we've had. 4-0. Wow. We've just fell apart. Completely fell apart here. 3 goals in 4 minutes we've just conceded. They've had 4 shots on target and scored them all. Omlin is done. And unfortunately, the pressure of qualifying for a European spot as well as probably what's done us here. And all the teams around us, we've failed to beat. Sidi Yatta in behind. It's a very nice goal from Sidi Yatta, but it's too little too late, isn't it? I mean, positive signs, at least we managed to score in such an important game, but we're going into a game against Dortmund needing to win. And that is a big problem because we know how strong Dortmund are as a football team. So Emerson Royal into Krejci. Now Emerson into Kone. Chance to get it into the penalty area. Tries to lay it back for Catala, who loses possession. And Kerner on the break here with Thielmann into Jorginho. Fran Garcia does well to get a hold of the ball. And now Emerson. Coming down this right-hand side again. Chance to get it into the penalty area if he can find any support. Kone into Chavlina. He loses out to Grimaldo. And again, it's cleared away. Romulo with a header. Emerson with a header. Krejci. Over the top to Isma Asensio. Back to Garcia. Now Krejci again. Garcia. Catala. That's a nice pass. Isma Asensio. 4-2. At least we're showing a little bit of guile here. We're trying. 2 very good goals, I might add. Sidiata with a lovely finish, and that was a really nice finish from Isma Asensio. We certainly need another goal quickly if if we can consider ourselves back in this game. Here's Jubicic. Under a bit of pressure, I thought we were going to win the ball back there, but Jubicic into Rosas. Again, I'm not liking it when they have possession. They've passed it around us all game, and Thielmann has just completely ran through here. What on earth is going on there? Omni's actually made a save, which is something, and we've headed that out quite well there, Chiarodia, but it's another corner. And we've conceded so many times from set pieces in this match. I hope we don't concede it from another one. It's again headed behind for another corner. This time Sidi Yatta doing the header. And they're going for a short corner. Ronaldo into Thielmann. Into Sosa. What are you doing, Emerson? He's brought Sosa down there, and we've got very, very lucky that it wasn't another penalty. And it remains 4-2 for now. I'm just going to pause there. We're going to have to make some changes. There's so many poor performances, though. I mean, Fran Garcia is such an important player, but I'm feeling like I'm going to take him off in a moment. I'm going to switch Chavlina to up front and put Yatta out wide. In terms of substitutions, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think Romulo can come off and we'll get Kwanzaa on for him. I mean, Omlin, he's done after this season. In such an important game, you need your goalkeeper to at least be in some kind of form, and he's conceded every single attempt practically today. Asensio with the effort to cut back, and it's just about cleared. Yatta trying to stay competitive with the ball, but they've again played their way out of trouble, and now Thielmann again clearing his way down the right-hand side, and Jorginho Ruta, it's a good save from Omlin, sorry, and he was offside anyway, and we're going to demand more. We're going to go attacking, and we're going to have to make some changes. Katala is injured. That's not ideal. Yatta can come off for Pablo. Julius Alma can come on for Chavlina. And, I mean, at least we've shown something in this second half, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. And I'm not sure who Leverkusen play on the last game of the season either. In terms of chances, we've had more chances than Köln. They haven't had a single shot on target in the second half, but they scored all 4 of their shots on target in the first half. So, what can you do? We're throwing this away. We really are. And considering our 9-game unbeaten run and we were in the top 4, and we're now looking at potentially struggling to qualify for Europe. If that 7th place doesn't qualify us for Europe, we are in a big, big mess. And we need to beat Dortmund on the last game of the season. And we're going to have to do it without Katala. I might give him an injection, to be honest. I very rarely do it, but we need him so much. We've just got a few days to go until the Dortmund game. Oh dear. I fear the worst, but we're going to have to try and battle away. And hopefully this dismal run at the end of the season won't cost us a European place. Okay then, guys, here we go. We play against Dortmund. We're looking at the teams around us. We can't actually catch Augsburg. Leverkusen is the game we need to keep an eye on. And they are at home against Frankfurt, who are actually safe now from relegation. So it's going to be a very close run thing, I think, today. And for us, we have to take it out of their hands and win our match. One bit of news, Omlin has decided to retire at the end of this season. So it's been taken out of our hands. He is retiring at the end of the season. So we have work to do in the transfer market when it comes to the goalkeeper position. We're not going to start Romulo today. He had a shocking game against Köln. So Kwanzaa will start. Other than that, the team is as can be expected. We'll bring Asensio in rather than Julius Alma. Obviously, we've got to keep an eye on Catella today. He has got that knock. And we just have to get in there today and fight tooth and nail for every first ball, every second ball. We need a result today. And like I say, I'm not entirely sure how it's working with the European qualification. I had a look at the rules. Like I say, 7th place should be a Conference League qualifier, I think. But we need to get a result today. Garcia with the delivery. Kwanzaa off the crossbar. What an opportunity. Angulo swings it in. Schlotterbeck at the far post heads over for Dortmund. And again, same as what happened early in the game against FC Köln, we hit the woodwork. Kwanzaa here to carry. And now Yatta down this right-hand side. It was a good run from Emerson, but Yatta held onto it too long. And now Kjærgaard, good interception from Katala, but he couldn't keep onto it. And Kjærgaard, oh my word, how is he scoring from that far out? I know Omlin's retiring at the end of the season, but that is very poor. I know it was good. I knew it was going to be a tall order today to beat Dortmund, but if we lose here, it's out of our hands. Kobel holding on to the ball. He's actually injured at the Kobel. So it's a surprise that he is being played. Here is Sambi Lakonga moving through the midfield. Oh my word. I mean, it's a brilliant delivery across the penalty area from Sambi Lakonga. And Angulo just smashing it into the top of the net. But that's game over. We're not going to score twice against Dortmund. Every time we've played against them, we've conceded at least 2 goals and we haven't scored. It happened at Karlsruhe as well. And not great. And Leverkusen have taken the lead against Frankfurt. And we're done. I genuinely think it's done now. Tactically, I'm just going to throw everything at it because we're going to have to. And we need goals. And I'm just praying we can find something. I mean, what we're doing is a risk in itself. I'm going to get Obregon on as well for Fran Garcia, purely because he's on a yellow card, and Kwanzaa's going to come off as well. And we're going to get Krejci on at centre-back, which isn't a position he's played hardly all season. And we're going to go to attacking. I mean, we've got nothing to lose. We're behind anyway. Let's see if we can find something. Kjærgaard tripped up our midfielder there. Shearodia doing really well to win possession back. It's led back to Omlin. Now Krejci into Chavlina. Now Obregon. That's a nice pass. Ismail Asensio comes out wide. Chance to get it into the penalty area. I mean, I've no idea what that was, but it didn't work. And Dortmund easily clear with Lavumbo. Brilliant tracking back from Kata. Remember, he is technically injured. That's a great pass. Sidi Jatta. Is he onside? Come on, he is onside. Sidi Jatta with the finish. It's a big, big goal. We need another now. We need to at least bring the game level, of course. But that is a big, big goal. Like I say, we've gone all out here. We've gone 3 up front. And we've gone attacking. Frankfurt are level against Bayer Leverkusen. And as things stand, we are back in 6th place because of their result. Obregon into Catala, back to Obregon. Now Catala plays it into the penalty area. Ito clears. Emerson picks it up, tries to head it to Kone, who just about got there. Shearodia into Obregon again. Now Catala, Kone, looking over the top. Asensio. Is that a penalty? I thought Chavlina was actually offside. which is why the play stopped. But if this is a penalty, oh my word, it's a penalty. Kresci to take the penalty. Scores the penalty into the bottom corner. We are on here. If we can find ourselves a third goal, I mean, tactically, I don't know what I'll do if we end up going ahead here, but we are level. As things stand, we are qualifying for the Conference League at a minimum. Dortmund in possession straight from kickoff. We have another highlight. Diomande into Lechner. Now Gonzalez into Sambi Lakonga. Obregon wins one tackle, but it falls for Gonzalez. Fired across. Chiarodia. Catala. Risky passes, but it falls for Emerson. Sidi Jatta. Surely not. Straight away here. Sidi Jatta plays it back to Emerson. Now Kone. Into Carey, into the penalty area. He's being forced out. I mean, it's a good decision for him to play it back there, but very frustrating considering he couldn't turn. Catala over the top. Sidi Jatta! Oh my word, what a save from Kobel. What an opportunity that was. We have a corner. Catala to take. Swings it into the near post. It took a deflection, but it didn't quite fall for our man. And Zeva just knocks it out for a throw-in. Leverkusen are still level with Frankfurt. It remains 1-1 in that game. With the fact that we're level here, I mean, if we win, it takes it out of Leverkusen's hands. Here's Kone into Chiarodia. Catala. Oof. Schlotterbeck. Vital interception there. Shavlina was lurking. Here is Lechner. Back to Gonzalez. Now Jaeger. Yeah, I can't even speak here now. Kone looking over the top. Ismail Asensio trying to get in on Lechner. He can't get there. Bamba into Sigognini. Now Kobel. Into Bamba. Looks to loft it forward. Kone couldn't beat Kiergaard. Now Gonzalez. Dortmund just keep winning these second balls. Lechner. Sigognini. Kiergaard. Angulo. Oh, it's over the bar. Come on. Can we find a winner? Looking at the match stats, I mean, we've dominated possession, really, and we've had more attempts at goal. Leverkusen are still level against Frankfurt. Have we done it? We'll have to see. I mean, doing the three up front definitely worked. Asensio had a poor game, unfortunately. But that second half was absolutely unbelievable, to be quite honest. Leverkusen drew with Frankfurt. I think, in all honesty, that could mean Europa League. Omlin will retire at the end of the season. That was his final game for the club. Catala obviously is out for a few days. We've qualified for the Conference League. Ooh. I mean, that is a hell of a way to do it, isn't it? Getting a draw against Dortmund. I mean, we've messed up a few results there at the end of the season, but that draw has certainly been a highlight for sure. £55 million for finishing sixth in the Bundesliga. Obviously. Oh, hang on a minute. That says we've qualified for the Europa League. Okay. See, now I'm a little bit confused. So we've definitely qualified for the Conference League. Stuttgart play Hamburg in the final of the Pokal. I'm wondering if Stuttgart win the Pokal, if they qualify for the Europa League. If either of these teams win, do they qualify for the Europa League? Hamburg are in Bundesliga 2, and they finished sixth, but yet they're in the final of the cup. Karlsruhe, our former club, finishing fifth. So depending on what happens in the cup, could determine whether we qualify for the Europa League or the Conference League. But I think we've done exceptionally well, really, this season. They finished 14th last season. We have to remember that. And to finish sixth this season, I think is a phenomenal achievement in our first season in charge. And we have our first season of European football next season, and we will look into that tomorrow. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.